ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of the Bert and Burger podcast. I'm Burger, have the co-host Bert with me as well. And we finally got a fucking guest. We have asked so many people to come on this show, and they play with our hearts. They play with our dicks, saying, hell yeah, let's make it happen. And then they end up bailing, but not this time. Someone is actually fucking dumb enough to come on this stupid show.
Hell yeah.
And we got our boy, DarkFiredGaming. What's good, buddy? Happy to have you on.
Hell yeah. I'm out here vibing and thriving. Ain't got shit to do.
Yeah.
There you go.
That is what we are talking about. So, Dark, why don't you tell us just kind of a little bit what you do on the interwebs and things like that. Introduce yourself to the audience.
You know, I shitpost. I make
He
some
sure does.
Don't we all?
awful, stinky memes, and people seem to like them. So I just kept doing it.
Absolutely. And shitpost he does, except his actually makes people laugh, while ours make people block us. Like, what the fuck is this toddler shit, Bert? What the
Just
hell?
cringe. Yeah.
Yeah. So I came across Dark when I was scrolling through TikTok, wasting my life away, like you do. He was live streaming on TikTok, playing some Warzone. I was like, yo, you want to come on our podcast? You seem pretty fucking funny. He's like, get the fuck out of my chat, weirdo. No, we just watched him tear it up on Warzone, and here we are now. So tell us the journey, Dark, on how your TikTok or how your just social media grew. Like, did you start on Talk and then go to Twitch, or Twitch and then the Talk? What did that look like?
Well, so it's kind of a long story.
You
Basically,
got plenty of time, gorgeous.
I was dating this girl who had bad, depression and shit. So I started posting on TikTok to, hopefully, she would see it. And I just shitty memes. And then the channel just fucking blew up. And then she fucking broke my heart into a million pieces. So fuck that bitch.
Fuck that bitch.
But yeah, now it's just turned into a passion. Then I just started streaming on TikTok and Twitch, and my Twitch took off and my TikTok took off, and yeah, I just I honestly don't know how there's that many people that enjoyed it, but I'm glad there is.
Yeah, okay. Well, I guess I'm glad she was in your life, because now the best thing that's ever happened to you is happening right now. You're on the B&B podcast, man.
Hell yeah.
So hashtag worth it. But
Definitely.
I like how this dark, memey, just cringe humor started very wholesome to try to make someone depressed. Yeah. So.
Yeah. I feel like that's how it was very unexpected, but I can't complain about it.
Did she check out the memes, or did she break up with you because she didn't think the memes were funny? Or
I know she definitely didn't watch a single one. I know good and goddamn well.
Darn.
But that's all right. But I'm glad. I mean, I've made a lot of friends from it. Made a lot of good experiences, so it's all worth it.
Sure. So, checking out your TikTok, and you guys will have to check out Dark stuff in the description down below, because he's got a bunch there. There's some memes on here that I have seen. So I'm like, dude, no way. Like, for example, that Clash Royale one that you have pinned, where the Gobby's nose is going in the other Gobby's ass.
Mm-hmm.
Typical TikTok humor. Are these memes that you post, you post obviously that you make, or do you just kind of find them and then post your favorites? How does that work?
So when I started, as most meme channels do, they just rip it from fucking some other source, and then it just circulates. But then as it started to pick up, once I hit about 200,000 or 300,000 followers, I noticed that people were like, oh, you stole this video. Like, fuck you. So then I was like, oh, fuck. All right. So then I got my first copyright strike at 300,000. I was like, all right, now I have to actually start making shit. Okay. And I'm not a very funny person. So
Same.
I just decided that the best course of action was to see something that somebody liked and try to do my own spin on it and recreate it. So that video, that Forgot Goblin one, for example, that video I saw. You ever seen the app iFunny? Really popular. You're way long ago.
Nope, never heard of it. Actually, never in a million fucking years. Holy shit!
Part of the crew. No, but
Yeah.
long time ago, right? And I saw it
Wow.
on there, and I tried to look up where the fuck it came from, and it was that's an official one of their trailers. That's like an official like Clash trailer. So then I
Uh-huh.
seen that somebody kind of made like an edit of it. So I was like, all right, I can do the same fucking thing. So I just made my own edit of it, and it just did fucking really
Sure.
really well. So yeah, there's
Yeah.
things like that
Okay.
where you can just kind of tweak it a bit, different sound, different audio, different editing style of it, and it'll do really well. So that's what I've been doing for the
Okay.
majority of the videos.
I see. So you see a meme and then you're like, I can do that, but maybe a little bit better. I could
Yeah,
actually make fucking
basically.
someone laugh.
Yeah,
Sure.
you can
Yeah.
a little bit better, tweak it up a little bit, and put your own spin on it, and it does quite well.
Yeah. Yeah. No. So, I'm 26 years old and I've been on iFunny since I was in seventh grade. So,
Yeah.
uh, and I have an account on there where I post like the WTF fun facts.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure you've seen those.
Oh, I've
And
seen them.
yeah, we've got like over 200 features on iFunny.
Ah, damn.
So yeah, so yeah, when I got this motherfucker being like, "Yo, you ever heard of iFunny?" I'm like, "Yeah, that godforsaken fucking
That's
shithole."
that's a whole that shwill of an app. Yes, I've heard of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, good old iFunny. But yeah, no, I mean, you said this video did well. I mean, it hit 47 million views. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I would definitely say it's not as big as our most popular video, of course. I
Of course.
think our highest has 25K. So,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Growth
um,
nonetheless.
yeah, yep. So, but hopefully, like if we post your highlight clip from this episode, I mean, everyone's
Oh
gonna
yeah.
see Gaming's
Oh
in it, and
yeah.
they're like,
Oh,
"Yo, oh
look at
shit,
this shit, Lord.
mom, look
Damn.
at this hottie. He went on B&B. Let's go."
Yeah. Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
So when you have a video just go off that big,
hmm
where it's got nearly 50 million views, which is insane.
It's an insane amount.
Yeah, like, what is your reaction to it? Like, are you constant? Because like when we have a video popped off for like 13K views, like we were just refreshing the app. We're like, "Yo, Elon, here we come!" Like, it's got to be like the same for you.
Nah, no, not really. I mean, so it's difficult because like when I maybe like 7, 8 months ago, like a year ago, that was like my prime. I went from like 200,000 followers to probably like 1.6 million in the span of like probably 4 weeks, 5 weeks
Wow,
maybe.
wow.
And I was like I was just like really motivated to do a whole bunch of shit. And then because I really never expected to get more than 100K. And then once I
Mm-hmm.
hit 2 million, I honestly kind of just stopped posting. I stopped being as active just because I feel like there's, I don't know, maybe it's like some bit of laziness, but I feel like there's just like not another ceiling to reach. Like for a meme account, like I feel like I've accomplished what I wanted to do and just
Yeah.
post shit. And I noticed now the thing is like when I started out, I really was I was infatuated by the numbers. I was so excited. Like if a video to
Mm-hmm.
get 10K views, I was like, holy fuck. And then it became common for videos to get 100K, and then it was uncommon when they didn't get like 500K, 400K. So then once I started like as there's rises and falls to everything. But once I hit like a peak and got, I was getting 500K like views a video for like a solid 3, 4, 5 months. Then when it started to slip and fall, I just lost all motivation. And
Mm-hmm.
now they get around 100K, I think. But I definitely
Yeah.
need to start being more active and start getting back into the groove of things because I honestly do enjoy it, but I think that is a huge problem for I would say creators. I wouldn't consider myself a creator, but that's a huge problem is you get too focused on the numbers and then when they don't perform as
Sure.
expected, you get a little bit discouraged.
Yeah, yeah, I could see
You know?
that. We take Twitch highlights and stuff and we can turn those into clips. But when you're looking at some of these memes, like on iFunny, like iFunny is mainly where I find my memes, my catalog.
Mhm.
And it's
Fucking
like
boomer.
I don't know how you can just make a whole ass account just making new shit like that. Like it's
It's
crazy. Like it's got to
I mean, yeah, that's the thing. It's like
yeah.
you just don't know what will pop off. Like I mean, there's
Right.
times where I spent like hours editing a video, and it will even at 2 million followers. I mean, there's times where I spent hours editing, creating it, doing it, and it'll get probably 1,000 views. So like followers really does
Right.
not matter on TikTok. I see people with fucking 10 followers that have a
Yeah.
million fucking likes. It just makes no sense.
Hmm.
So like
Uh-huh.
it's just there's no guarantee way even at a high follower count to gauge how a video will do. It's really just based because when you're sitting and you're scrolling on TikTok, how many videos do you just fucking flip past where you're like, ah, fuck this, fuck this, fuck this. Oh, this looks interesting.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
if I
Yeah.
like my message even to you or anybody, it's just like, like monitor like the videos that you're scrolling over, and then think, why are you scrolling over that video? Like why? And then what made you stick
Right.
on this video? So there's always a hook within some video that makes you stick there. And that's what you have to incorporate in all your videos. And it's difficult to do that with different things, but there's just no guarantee. There's times, like I say, I post a shit ton and they do really well. There's times where I spend a lot of time and they don't fucking do anything.
Hmm.
Right.
And we can definitely agree with you. We don't get nearly as much traffic as you do. However, we've been doing this whole coloring and county things on TikTok Live, where I've noticed it's getting more popular, where it shows the United States and all of the counties, and then you just color them in as people comment their county. And again, like we'll get a bunch of comments on those lives and 100+ followers for us. That's quite a bit. And then as soon as we put in a podcast clip, where that is the whole reason why we're doing this county thing. Well, Bert goes and fucking fingers his friends while Daddy's trying to make bread. And
Right.
we post a podcast clip that we're very proud of. Like, hey, thank you for letting me color in your county. Check out this video here if you want to see some more Burton Burger. And they're like, shut the fuck up, fat ass, and color in my county.
Yeah, I get that a lot. I get that.
Yeah.
That's
Oh my
hilarious.
gosh. So it's just like, darn, I tried. I'm trying to live the American dream here.
Hmm.
Right.
And now we literally get people coming to our Twitch being like Jefferson County, Mississippi.
Yeah.
Wrong place,
I'm like,
pal.
holy shit, we're playing Ass Masters Volume 7 here on Twitch, and you're here trying to get me to color in some stupid fucking county. So that kind of brings me to my next question for you, Dark, is how did that kind of switch to just regular gaming? Like for you to post nothing but shit post, and then you got a nice following on Twitch. So to have people do that, like how did that transition kind of happen?
Well, I was at 700K and I was like mid experiencing like really high growth.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like playing video games and things like that. So I feel like I had to kind of market it out more to gaming. But that's the thing, like
Hmm.
when a lot of people don't know this shit, but when people are following you, they are following for a specific reason, and that reason might not be
Mm-hmm.
known, but it's deep in their algorithm somewhere. There's a reason
Deep
that
in their heart.
yeah, like they're
Oh
following for
yeah.
like a specific like when you're streaming, like the color in the counties, that could be you could consider that like just talking and socializing, whatever. And
Sure.
that algorithm is in somewhere where they're when they click follow, oh, it's because he was doing this. So then if you post something that's counter to socializing and talking and things like that, they're not going to see that shit. So they'll never see that shit if you don't post that. So then like when you gain followers off of like something like or when me for instance was doing memes, I switched to gaming and now the followers that followed me for memes aren't seeing my gaming things.
Okay.
So
Okay.
so when I switched to gaming, like a Dark Fired came about because when I was in the Navy, I chewed fucking tobacco pretty heavily and
Sure, sure, like a hard ass.
dark fired like tobacco, and I like games, so dark fired gaming. Um,
There we go.
so
I see.
but yeah, when I hit around 700K, I started going live and doing gaming clips, and I streamed GTA pretty heavily. It
I
was
saw
not,
that.
it wasn't super common for that to, because now people are fucking streaming goddamn everything. But back in the day, you couldn't
Oh
really
yeah.
stream from to your TikTok account. It just wasn't a thing a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
Only a
Hmm.
select few people had that option. And
Mm-hmm.
so when people saw like actual gaming clips or gaming like live streams from PC to TikTok. They were infatuated, and there's a lot of high numbers. So I from on Twitch, I went from fucking 10 followers to like 10K in probably like a day. So
Wow.
yeah,
Damn.
shit was nuts. So
That's pretty
so
good.
yeah, it's there's definitely highs and lows. It's been pretty stagnant as of late, but I need to get my shit together and start fucking being more active.
Well, it sounds like you hit the fucking jackpot twice. I mean, you hit it with these fucking memes, and now you're hitting it with your Twitch clips or your gaming and things like that. So good for you, man. You definitely got this Mr. Beast shit figured out.
No, no. Well, I mean, like now I don't know what people are following me for. That's the thing is, if I post a clip of me gaming, they'll be like, "Yeah, fuck you. We want to see memes." And then if I post memes, they'll be like, "Unfunny, not like I'm unfollowed. Fuck you."
Yeah.
So then,
Not stinky didn't cool.
so then I gotta really, because that's the thing is like, so they go to the, I do these, you go to these creator, TikTok hosts these creator events, and like for specific, niches like gaming and things like that. And if people are, there's a certain percentage that are following me for memes, there's a certain percentage following me for gaming. So the idea was to kind of mix gaming memes, and maybe hopefully that would
Okay.
catch on. So I've been trying to do a little bit of that. I've been experimenting, but that's the biggest thing is you just got to experiment and see what works for you. I mean, even when I posted that fucking that video that got 50 million views or whatever, up to that point of me posting that, I hadn't posted for a month. I was probably only getting maybe 40 or 30,000 views, like
Yeah,
a
those are
week or
pussy
so.
numbers.
Yeah, well, like. But yeah, like I just wasn't getting that many, right? And then I didn't post for a whole month, and then I posted that video, and it just. But that's the thing. It's like tomorrow you could post something, and it could do the same thing. It could get 50 million views for a podcast. So you really just never know. You just have to keep doing it and doing
Well,
it
help us out, Dark.
consistently.
We're trying.
Yeah, yeah. You just have to do it and do it consistently, and eventually, I found that on the fifth one. It's right around the fourth or the fifth consistent one that you would do, it takes off.
Okay. So was that Clash one like the one that took off for you, or was there
Oh
one?
yeah.
Before it? Okay.
There's I mean, there's like because I think there was technically three that month. I think through December and November of last year, well, 2021, they did I think the best because I think two videos that got 12 million. And a video that got 40 some million. So yeah, it was a very high growth period. But you'd be surprised, dude. Like I was looking at the number. I remember looking at the numbers. You actually like the followers that you get off that is not that high. I've had clips that get 10 million views, and I will get like 1,000 followers out of it. Whereas I'll go live for 2 hours and I'll get the same thing. So it's you know what I mean? It's interesting to see.
It's a piece of shit, stupid, fucking retarded algorithm that I hate. It's so goddamn stupid.
It's interesting for sure.
Here I am, fucking a well-educated man, begging 12-year-olds to fucking tell me what county they would like colored in. We have 23K followers on TikTok, and it's 9 people are seeing it right now. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, this is a waste of time, TikTok. What are you doing, assholes?
It's I mean, you just gotta be. That's the thing is like you gotta make it. I've seen people on TikTok live like dissecting fucking eggs. Have you seen that? You ever seen that?
Okay.
You never seen
I
that?
think I've seen.
Dude,
I've seen so many things.
This Russian dude capitalizes on
That's
this.
why.
He takes one egg. He takes one egg and he takes some surgical equipment that's probably $10 fucking, and he just cuts open an egg to the point where it doesn't break the egg. But he just he takes and I was looking, he's got 20, 30, 40,000 people in there that are trying to get him, and he baits them too because right on the last piece he just barely taps it and everybody fucking starts flooding in. I mean, I saw one get up to 70 or 80,000 people in one live stream just watching this dude try to do a fucking egg, So I'm telling you, like maybe, for the next Burnt Burger podcast, get a fucking egg out and start, interviewing somebody while they're trying to open a fucking egg.
Serious.
There we go.
I mean, it's
Bert,
really
you got
it's
steady
just
hands.
crazy.
You could do that.
Oh yeah, fuck.
Damn, that's all it takes. Bert, he's the editor here, Dark, so he's the one that makes the memes and stuff. So he'll like make a meme and it'll get like 300 views and he's so excited about it. And then I'll post a picture like, yo, they're going to penalize the Buffalo Bills if you keep throwing snowballs on the field. Like, it's just a picture. That's all it is. And it gets up the 1,000+ views. He's like, yeah, TikTok's gay, buddy.
I mean, it's fucking nuts how this algorithm works. I mean,
it's wild.
Yesterday I saw a guy on live stream that was using his baby for donos and views. He was sitting there, like, the baby clearly has some sort of something wrong with it. Its head is like the size of the fucking like TV. I mean, it's huge. It's clearly like not well. But this guy's sitting there and he's like, please, he's like hands, class begging, please.
Oh my Lord.
I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like, how is it even allowed?
Handling on Twitch.
It's literally panhandling. Oh, poor. Look at my child. Please donate. People are giving him pennies, just tossing out the pennies, the roses. I was like, dude, this is so sad.
Yeah, it's probably not even his kid, too. He found it on the side of the road.
I mean, it's nuts. It's honestly nuts.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, people are absolutely amazed at how well our county lives do. I mean, we've made a few pennies off of our TikTok lives as well, and people are amazed at how much money we make. And I'm like,
it's kind of criminal.
Honestly, have you guys been on TikTok? I feel like what we do is kind of more simple than versus what other people.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have like a sub. I'll have like a sub badge or something at the bottom, like, oh, there's this many subs. The goal is 40 subs or something like that. Mm-hmm. And somebody will join and they'll be like, fuck you, stolen valor. You're just trying to panhandle for views. I was like, all right, fuck you too.
Yeah, one thing we get a little bit is it's a recording. Like, not real, recorded. And I'm like, I'm right here, fucker. And I'm like putting my finger in front of the camera, like my middle finger. Like, I wish I wasn't. Trust me. God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's something I should do. I should just record myself coloring in the entire map and then just play that every night.
Mm-hmm.
I could do that.
I thought about doing that on Twitch, like one of these days when we go live, just play an old clip.
Playing old clip.
See how long it takes.
Talking to the chat, and they're like, I didn't fucking say that. What are you talking about? Yeah, no. So the thing is TikTok has helped us out a lot. Before we had TikTok, we did not have anybody listening to the show. We didn't know how to advertise it. Here we are talking about cock and ball torture, and we can't like show our coworkers it because we'll get fired. So we just hoping it takes off like Usher did with Justin Bieber. But once we
exact same way,
yeah. So once we put her on talk and stuff, it started to go somewhere. And then once they started coloring in counties, I mean, my fucking goodness, people, everybody wanted Burger's attention now, and not for the right reasons. But our thought was, and you might have the same kind of thought process, Dark, but if we get 1 million followers, hopefully like 10 of them will actually be fans of Burton Burger. Like statistically, right? Like you would think it would work.
You would think statistically, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it hasn't happened. Like it hasn't fucking happened. And we just keep getting told about how we need a new hobby and we need to get the fuck out of our mom's basement and shit like that. So
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just put your heart and soul into her, and sometimes they bite the hand that feeds them. So
yeah, you definitely got to make it relatable. That's all I've learned so far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I try to talk to the members, and I try to get going with them and make them laugh, make them smile. We've been banned so many times on TikTok Live, too. I don't know if you have, but...
several.
I'm assuming you have, but it's just like... Bert was modding the chat, and I called him a dumbass, and I got banned for it for crude language. And I'm like, come on, I'm talking to my fucking co-host here. What the hell?
I've never been banned for crude language.
Yeah, or it was offensive language or some shit like that. Yeah, it was something.
Yeah.
Something gay.
I've been banned off of TikTok, I think maybe 6 times, 7 times. It's somewhere up there.
Sure.
That's pretty good.
I haven't been banned from a live yet, though.
I mean, it's not like,
Well,
B&B numbers.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, the thing is like once you get up to like a certain following, you get a contact at TikTok. Like I have their Discord and shit, and they handle different things, so you can get unbanned
That's cool.
pretty fairly easy. But I mean, even then, like I mean, there's been my bans though haven't been like warranted though. That's the thing is I haven't been banned for like actually. Like I remember last Valentine's Day, I posted a super cringy video of a panda, and it said Happy Valentine's Day, and it was banned for sexual misconduct. So,
Okay.
and then there was a time where
That panda was too sexy, okay? Tone it down.
there was this
next
time where
man.
I hadn't had a community guidelines violation in 6 months, and I woke up one day and it said your account was gone. See ya. Good luck. And I was like, oh, okay,
What the
2 million
fuck?
out just like that. Cool. But no, you get somebody you can talk to, and then they just unban it. They're like, all right, cool. Yeah, you didn't do shit.
What did they say
the
you
hell?
did that time?
Yeah, you didn't. They didn't tell you. Once your account gets banned, they don't say that you broke a rule. They just said your account's been banned. You can log out.
Middle finger. Cool.
They basically say, yeah, there's the door. Thanks
the
for
hell? I
creating
gotta log in
content
again.
and giving
That's
us
so
money.
weird.
Take care. Goodbye.
God, this is the worst thing that's happened to me. I
Bye-bye.
have to log into my TikTok again. Logs in, sees banned. Oh,
Yeah, it was definitely was not fun, but it's happened so many times now. I just expected. I'm sure it'll happen again.
sure.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
well, we don't have one of those
Oh, yeah.
contacts yet. So, like, if someone's being gay, I'm just gonna hit you up and be like, "Yo, help my boys B&B out. Someone's being gay."
Yeah, you got to walk a very fine line because they don't fuck around over there. You would think
They do
they
not.
like. I mean, there used to be way worse. I mean, a year ago, there's been times I post gaming clips. I posted a gaming clip of Call of Duty of me just fucking shitting on like 3 people, and it got taken down for fucking extremist violence or something like that. I was like, well, I mean, it's a fine video game, but I looked in the. It said I posted real world criminal violence, and that authorities may be contacted. I was like, all right, all right,
Shit.
all right.
Damn, these graphics aren't that good,
Yeah.
dude. Chill.
Yeah, darn.
Yeah, it's pretty net.
What the
But
fuck?
they've gotten a lot. Honestly, to their credit, they've gotten a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that we had happen all the time, it was like we get banned for like a month, and then we'd immediately go back on, and then 30 seconds into the live, we get banned for another month for misinformation. That was their thing that they were pinching their peckers to, was us spreading misinformation. I'm like, I don't know what this means. I don't know if they're like, wrong county, buddy, banned. Like,
They
it was
the
weird.
internet is full of shitlords, and they as they'll find people just to shit on. So you honestly you can't, even though it might be hard not to. You just can't feed into them because you'll get banned for literally, and you'll breathe and you'll get fucking banned. You have to
sure, sure.
on live. You got
Yeah.
to especially on TikTok live. You got to play the fucking part. You know, it's a shitty part to play, but because
Yeah.
they won't fuck around. They'll get rid
Yeah.
of it, and they will not care.
I would love to just give into it, but unfortunately, there's nothing to give. There was nothing to stand on. The fuckers banned me. I couldn't give. I couldn't play the part. They were just like, "Yeah, you're wrong, buddy."
Yeah.
And it was super cringe. So it's like we're doing something we don't. Fuck you, Bert. You aren't here. I'm doing something I fucking hate. I don't
don't
want to
fuck with
do this.
that.
I would rather just sit and talk shit with people and things like that. But once we start straying away from the county stuff too much, they're like, "Yeah, you're gay, buddy." So, but we would say like, "All right, go sub to our YouTube channel, and we will color in your county." And all of a sudden, here they all come over on YouTube. They'll do anything to get their county colored in. It's weird.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have iron will.
Yeah, so it's been crazy, but I would like the brand to start growing naturally at this
Well,
point.
the thing is,
That would be nice.
is like it's difficult because I mean honestly, I would recommend starting a fresh page, and I only say this. I mean, you can of course keep the other one, but for some reason, I always see it too. I tell people to start a fresh page and just start ripping out like one specific content, like even if it's just something very specific, and do that like 20 times. The amount of followers you'll get is just fucking nuts. Because as soon as you start going, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, then the more followers you get, the algorithm gets spread out, and less people are seeing your content. Even now, like I lose probably about 5,000 followers a day, but I also gain about 5,000 followers a day. So I just kind of sit at one spot. So the more you get, the more you'll lose is another thing, which I never really thought about until I started seeing it.
Cool. Even
Yeah.
better.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
another
Oh, that's what
challenge
we
for
get to
you.
work
So you
for.
have to continually bring people in because you will continuously lose people.
I see.
Yeah, and I guess like for us, is like we never to this day we still don't give a fuck about TikTok. Like we more care about the podcast and the Twitch and things like that. So, but TikTok was the thing that was pushing people to our content. So whatever we got to do. If I was telling Bert like, fuck you, dude. I'm just gonna make my own TikTok called Burger Colors, and I'm just gonna color in counties and profit all the money. I don't need you here for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty disconnected at this
Well, there's
point.
I honestly think there's tons of things that you could do. Like, I mean, shit, I was thinking about it. Like,
Yeah.
you could do. I mean, I don't know if you're into gaming, but you could interview people while you're
Oh, yeah.
gaming. You could do podcasts while you're. That's the thing is like you gotta, especially if I don't know how you market it on TikTok, but like you gotta give them something to watch, and it could be something stupid. Like you ever seen those gaming videos where they're like Reddit videos, where they're like fucking, am I the asshole? You ever seen those?
Yeah, are you?
Oh,
Are you? Oh, yeah. No, I think I know what you're talking about.
So you could put like a gaming clip in the background, or put like something for them to watch in the background, and then play the audio of like whatever the case may be, and
Yeah.
those do really well.
Burger?
Those do very very well.
What do you mean, Seaburger? I'm the one that told you to fucking do that, you idiot.
So those do very very
I have
well.
been trying that.
Yeah.
I have been trying that.
Yeah, and then your fucking most recent one got 50 views, and I deleted it. So
It's just
Yeah.
there's just no guarantee, dude. I mean, honestly, I don't even fault him because honestly, like, there's times where I only get 50 views, bro. Like, there's really no way of knowing what something will fucking do. But my biggest thing is just experiment, bro. Just branch out, experiment, try new things, and then once you find something that gets you views, you just fucking replicate that, milk those tits of that cow, and just keep it going until it runs out.
yes, sir.
Yeah.
For sure. No, and we did start doing that, and I think we just need to start cracking eggs or something. Is the
you
moral
go.
of the story here.
Start threatening people.
Follow me or else.
Yeah,
Exactly.
for real. Yeah. So, TikTok's cringe. How's Twitch for you though? What's Twitch like?
It's difficult because I used to be on Twitch pretty heavily, not really anymore. But the Twitch and TikTok, they both pay the same now. So TikTok used to take a way more, and now they take 50, and Twitch takes 50. And on TikTok, I mean, I could at the least I know I'll get 50 views like concurrently, and at the most I'll get
cool.
8,000, 9,000. Where on Twitch, it's not really the same story. So I do like
Right.
TikTok more. There's a little bit more of like you got to play the part, but there's a little less things that you can say. However, for growth purposes, TikTok is way better, infinitely better.
Yeah.
But I haven't really touched Twitch all that often. Can't
So
say
for
much on it.
TikTok, for your format, do you do like the fucking when you're pointing it back in your face, like through a mirror? Do you any like what kind of tricks do you do?
For like lives?
Yeah,
Oh, like I just record.
just the screen.
I just stream my monitor.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Are you able to do that straight through TikTok?
Yeah. Yeah. So you have to be one of the cool kids. Yeah, they give you something called live studio once you hit a certain peak. And
Okay.
I found it. I think the best way to get live studio is, well, you have to be in the gaming creators program, and
Okay.
I've seen people with like 10 followers have it. So like you literally just have to go live for probably about a week straight for about an hour a day for 1 week and just play video games, and then
Pretty sure we've been
eventually you get it.
offered something like that. Yeah, I'm like, gay didn't do it. Cool,
yeah, but live studio is what I use.
cool.
Okay.
I do know for a while I saw an option to where you could like stream a game. I don't know if that's like the same thing. It's like I could do like a regular TikTok live or like I could stream like a game. And I always thought it was like, oh, I could stream myself playing Clash on TikTok. What a
Oh.
fucking
Yeah, be good.
fun event. But so I'm wondering if we had it, and I just didn't take advantage of it like Bert does with children. So
Okay.
I just might have missed an opportunity there.
Yeah,
Right.
but if you were ever interested, that'd be my recommendation. You'll eventually get it.
Okay.
That might be a play.
Well, you start streaming your D&D shit, Bert, and
Ooh.
get us famous off of it. I don't even care about famous. Just pay for college. Is that too much asked for?
Join the military. I got some
There we
contacts.
go.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought about it, not for the reasons they should.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I wanted to talk about that. Yeah, I mean, TikTok's all cool and all, but I'd like to get to know the beautiful face behind the dark meme lord shit. Yeah, you're in the military, the Navy. You're very vocal about it, and I think that's really cool. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, I joined in 2017. I did military police. They stuck me in good old shithole California.
Yeah.
I got to do a lot of really cool things.
Where's the
I
butt?
got to
Right.
well, I mean, like I got to do a lot of really cool, like you know, you ever seen Top Gun 2?
Yep.
I was there when they filmed that. Do you remember the funeral
That's
scene?
cool.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I was there. I was probably 20 feet away with a fucking M4 in my hand, just watching over the party. Yes, dude,
Wow.
I was there.
Wow.
So that was pretty cool. But they try to send me to a dry docked carrier, which is a carrier that doesn't move. And as an MA, you would be sitting for 12 hours a day, doing literally nothing. And you'd be sitting. You wouldn't be moving. You'd be sitting in one spot, standing sentry. So I was not going to do that for 3 years. So I got the fuck out in 2021.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Did you you got out of the military or just that specific?
I got out. Well, my detailer, which is it's the people who like determine where you're gonna go next. They weren't gonna work with me on something new, so I just said, "All right, cool, peace out." And now I do digital forensics, which I like.
Okay.
Wow.
So is that like a completely separate entity, or is that?
Yeah, it's like extracting data and
Oh yeah.
understanding what it means. You could do it for like gaming companies. You could do it for like federal agencies.
So you're a nerd now. Okay.
So yeah, I mean, I write code and things like that.
Yep.
But I mean, shit, I like
Dude.
it. It pays a fuck ton of money, so I like
I'm
it.
sure.
I'm sure.
I'm sure. Well, I was gonna say thank you for your service, but now I don't
Appreciate
know.
it.
Man,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of.
I mean,
just
that
like
coding
burnout.
shit's insane too.
Yeah. See, told you.
I've always thought it was cool, and then like I've tried out some, not classes, but I've tried out like some, entry level shit, and it's like it's so far over my head.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
insane.
once you get the hang of it, it's
It's probably not too bad.
It's quite
That
easy
ain't
when
by
you hang
chance
of it.
why your lady left you, right?
There it is. No,
'Cause
no.
yeah. Like shit, happened around the same time. You know, if my honey started to do code, I'd be like, no dick for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely it's a work in progress. It takes a long time, but
I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
it's cool.
you can
Yeah, I
apply it
mean,
to anything. Like,
Yeah.
I want to work
Yeah.
for EA, those fucking scumbags.
Please,
Yes,
oh my
please.
God, fix the fuck out of that shithole
Well,
company.
like, I mean, they pay 120 grand starting.
Yeah,
Digital
It's not bad.
forensics. And like what you
you should
do,
put that money into their fucking games. Maybe they'd have a little bit better shit. going on.
but like you could do it because I don't know if you know this, but anything you do online is always recorded. You can delete it; it's always somewhere. So
yeah.
that's what digital forensics is for the most part. It's like finding data that's been deleted and like recovering it and storing it and things like that. Like
Wow.
you know the guy, the fucking alleged killer in Idaho. You know they caught him off a fucking Reddit post that he deleted.
Holy
Really?
shit.
Yeah.
See, this is why we don't tell you fuckers where we are.
Yeah.
So yeah, they were
Then
able,
we're gonna have somebody like Dark
they
here.
were able to find him and his
Darkies.
location and where he was logged in and placed him right there, right at the spot. So yeah, it's
Damn.
fucking crazy. You can do a lot of crazy shit with it.
I always hate it when they fucking bust people like that. It's like, come on, do it the old-fashioned way. Get
They-
your
they fucking
Sherlock's
got 'em.
home cap on. Quit being stupid.
They fucking got him, which is nuts. But it's like there's a ton of different applications you could do with it.
So,
Yeah.
if you were to work for EA or a video game company, what would you be doing? Like, would you be making the pixels for Tom Brady's bulge, or like?
So
How
no,
does
it's
that
like
work?
that's a graphic designer. But
Oh,
no.
okay.
So what you would do is like there's two things. You can do either security or you can do like in-game development. So like you ever play Warzone, right? So
Yep.
for
Yeah.
example, like say you get in a vehicle and you drive. You're driving on coordinates and those coordinates are being captured every time anybody's doing something. So they get logged into a database. So for digital forensic, you could sort out that database and figure out
Oh,
how many people a person like what percentage of people are driving vehicles, what percentage are going on this certain path, and you could maybe change different things about the path or things like that. Or for security, you could ensure that it doesn't get hacked, there's no vulnerabilities or things like that for people to exploit. Which
That's
damn.
cool.
they probably need to get more people on that because there's a handful of fucking cheaters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have one like? Did you say which one you wanted to do, whether it be security or the other one, or do you
Whatever
not
one
really give a
fucking
shit?
pays more, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm sure at the end of the day, you're just looking at code. So,
Yeah, it's probably all
yeah.
the same shit.
Right.
Sure.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, so we had a franchise in Madden recently get absolutely fucked because EA's like, yo, by the way, if you logged in at this time, you don't got a franchise no more. And we're only able to recover like 60% of the, or like they won't be able to recover 60% of the leagues. On the online leagues. So can you hack into my Xbox and bring our franchise back?
EA fucking got me because they advertised on PC that it would look like next gen. And as soon as I bought it, I
Yeah.
said, "What the fuck is this?" And then they a day later they're like, "Oh, by the fucking way, for those who bought the PC, it's not going to be next gen. Sorry."
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, that was kind of upsetting. So I was like, "All right, fuck
You're
EA."
literally a Tinder bitch. Oh
They
my gosh.
played the shit out of you.
Yeah.
They played me. I'm not gonna. I was gonna. All my friends were like, "Yeah, buy it on Xbox." I'm like, "No, I'm not giving them more of my fucking money." No thanks.
Yeah.
Wow.
So did you? Did you have to go to college and stuff for that?
Oh, that's what I'm in college right now for.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
I go to
gotcha.
a veterans university,
Nice.
but yeah, I'm got about 40 credits left, so we'll see what comes about.
That's
yeah.
really cool. Good for you, man.
Hell yeah!
So with you leaving like the military and things like that, like are they okay with that? Like
You
What?
still on speed dial?
they seem kind of like that would piss them off a little bit. Like, oh, you're not coming back, buddy. Okay.
I
For
remember that.
having a TikTok.
No, for like when you said you weren't going to do that the thing they wanted you to do to stay on a dry base or whatever, and you're
No,
like, yeah, I'm
so
good.
it's very common actually. It's probably what 90% of people do. So it's I wrote out the rest of my contract. So I put an intent that I was not going there. And so then your next option is to write out the remainder of your contract at the base that you're at. So that's what I did. I did 6 more months at Point Loma.
Okay,
Okay.
and then after, okay, so you guys you're still homies then. You can still dap up the
Yeah,
military.
yeah,
or,
yeah. Yeah, I didn't
Okay.
get out. I didn't was like I'm done with the job. No thanks. See you later. No, I
Yeah.
just wrote out the rest of my contract
Walked
and
out.
did my obligation and I left.
And you still get all
Okay.
the benefits and
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah, you get the
Cool.
benefits, yeah.
All right. Well, how long this take? Let's see how much time I got. Was this like a few years of your life, or was this like 50 years in the future? Like,
For the military?
yeah, like to where I can get famous on TikTok. How many years
Right.
of my life do I gotta do?
I mean, well, only did 4, but
Okay.
so I mean, I mean,
Shit,
you
that's
what?
doable.
Said you what? 27?
Yeah, something like that.
There you go. Join up. We get out by the time you're 31. You'll be chilling.
Oh yeah. Do they allow that like for old fuckers to come in?
Oh yeah, I had a guy who was 39. His name was Chong. He didn't speak fucking any English.
Well, found the fed.
It could be
guys.
tough.
I had a dude. So like, if you didn't know this, anybody can join the U.S. military from anywhere in the world, and you can get U.S. citizenship if you serve 6 years. So
Okay.
in my
It's
boot
cheating
camp,
system.
we had a guy from the Congo. His name was Namache, and he spoke no English and was from
He
like,
had a fat dick,
he
by
was,
the way.
he was from a literal like tribe. Like they didn't wear underwear. They didn't like. I mean, a little
Same.
tribe, and so So when it was, I think maybe our second or third day, you get assigned jobs in boot camp, and I was the laundry. Oh, I did the forward hold, which is just like basic cleaning, but I was
Mm-hmm.
helping out the laundry crew, and I was going through the freshly washed, and putting it in the dryer, and I was like, yo, this kind of fucking stinks. Like, what is this? So I was looking through to see where the stinkage was, and here's this black underwear. I was like, like that's odd because we get white underwear here. Like that's interesting. So I pick
Mm-hmm.
it up and it mushed in my hands. I was like, oh fuck. I was like, oh shit.
Okay.
So I we had gloves on, so I peeled back because you stencil your name on everything. I
Mm-hmm.
recognized that this was poo almost immediately. I pushed back who it was, and it was Namache. And this
Mm.
dude, because he didn't wear underwear, he just shit in his underwear and threw it in with the laundry with everybody else's.
Same
So
though.
it did
Uncle
a
Scott does that
it did a
too.
full wash cycle with shit, and it mixed with everybody's clothes. And
Okay.
my chief, she fucking ripped into him so hard. It was disgusting. I wanted to vomit.
What did she say? Like, you shit in your pants, Sergeant, or whatever they say?
Basically, like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, you just shit yourself. And it washed with everybody. He doesn't speak any English, so we're just like, was not a good idea. Do not do that.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
What the
Okay.
hell?
How is he doing now, though? He got a nice family and everything.
The thing is I saw him. I was standing sentry probably 3 years after that, which is just like checking IDs in San Diego. And I saw him pull through again. I recognized him. I was like, hey, what's up? So yeah, it was pretty cool to
Still
see
didn't
him.
learn any English.
No, he did. He did.
Okay.
But
Okay,
it's just
that's funny.
crazy. It's just Navy's a small community. Even though it's large, it's a small community.
Huh.
What was it about the Navy specifically?
Well, I wanted to join the army, but they basically told me to kick fucking rocks because they didn't the job I wanted to do military police and they didn't have any billets up for it. So they're just like,
Okay.
well, you can be a cook if you want. Like, I was like, no thanks.
It's not gonna be that good. I mean, fuck, all good,
Okay.
but
No, but the cooking and things like that, those are like the shit. You might not know about that, but that's like a joke in the military. Is like if you're a cook, you're fucking basically just useless. So they just stick you on
I
cooking.
see.
Well,
So
I mean, here you are cleaning this fucking Congo man's shit undies too, so I don't know which one's worse,
yeah,
honestly.
yeah. So it was definitely interesting, but I mean, it all worked. I just decided to go to the Navy was the next closest recruiting station. So I walked in, they're like, hell yeah, we got a job for you. So I said, cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I joined.
Mm-hmm.
Was there a lot of training for that?
Surprisingly, no. No, there's
Hmm.
not. Because you do 2 months in boot camp, and then you do 2 months at your A school, and mine was in Texas. And they teach you basically nothing. They teach you enough for you to not kill yourself, and that's about it.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then you get sent to where your first duty station. They hand you an M4 and say, "All right, this is have fun, good luck."
Huh.
So yeah,
See the
shockingly, it's very shocking how low
That's
the training
insane.
is.
the thing that bothers me the most that I would never do is I don't do very well with loud noises. I just get nervous and stuff like that. So, is there a way that I can go in there and be like, guys, I'll do what you ask. Just don't yell at me too much, please. That's all I ask. How would they react to that?
They'd probably tell you to fucking get the fuck out,
Yeah,
honestly.
like my father. Cool.
Oh, you
But
pussy.
there's honestly like
Shoot you.
it's nuts the like diversity
Shoot you.
like of people that are there. I mean, there's
Uh,
some people I just like my second class when I got there. I mean, he would because we were police, right? And
mhm.
every time I saw him in his unit, he was playing fucking anime like through the fucking car speakers, just
Burn.
going down the road
Yeah.
patrolling, just listening to fucking anime stories. I was like, good fucking lord, okay, all right, I see you.
Mhm.
It's just a fucking wide range of people.
Sure.
That's pretty cool.
Sure. I feel like that says more about anime though than it does
It's
about the
just
U.S. military. But
nuts. But yeah, you meet a lot of interesting people. I was kind of a piece of shit, so
same.
that's just me.
I
Now,
see.
But I like it.
how was the pussy in the military? I've heard some horror stories about this.
Yeah,
I'm curious to see from a male's perspective on what this is like.
it's definitely interesting because they're called barracks bunnies, and they
Okay.
just kind of hop around to the parties in the barracks. And because my
Uh-huh.
job a lot of was busting parties, I would see the same like 4 or 5 females at every single party. I was like,
Oh no.
stay away from these ones.
Uh-huh.
But for the most part, for the most, it's just nuts. Like, it's just nuts. Like, there's honestly, like, you can pull a lot of people just being like, you fucking load up Tinder, I'm in the Navy, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, shit, there was one time, um, this girl I met on Tinder, she was like, oh, yeah, like, where you at, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, I'm at Point Loma. They're like, oh, I'm at Coronado. I was like, cool, cool. And then she's like, do you want to get married? I was like, this is the first thing talking. I was like, oh? I was
What the
like,
fuck?
why? She's like, well, I want to have a kid so I don't have to go on deployment. I was like, and she was bad. She was hot as shit too. I was
Sure.
like, I was thinking about it. Maybe not. Nah, probably
Yeah.
not. But that happens because what happens is if you get married in the military, you get BAH, which is like an extra 2,700 a paycheck. And if you get two of them,
Mm-hmm.
that's an extra 5 grand.
Okay.
So that's a month. So yeah,
Damn.
there's like an incentive, and then if you have a kid, it's like another 2,700. So there's definitely money in it. But no,
Huh.
I was very hard to say no because that's a lot of money. But a kid with a woman that I don't know nothing about, I mean
That's a
that
lot.
might be a
She
bit too
sounds
much.
like Russell Hantz when he wanted to make a podcast with me. I mean, first day we're talking, he's like, "Let's start a podcast." I'm like, "Easy, Russell. Buy me a drink first."
Yeah,
So,
it was,
Hell.
but they're out there.
uh,
They are out there. There's tons of women that do that.
did you make this TikTok for Barrack Bunny or Bunny Barrack, whatever you called him?
No, no.
Okay.
Okay.
But
Cool.
yeah, no, they're out there. I've caught a,
Sure.
I pulled over a car once, and because they ran the stop sign. It was right after COVID hit, and they ran the stop sign. I pull him over, and it's an '03, and he's got a E2 with him, which is like a huge no-no because that's an officer and an enlisted, and
Mm-hmm.
there's like fraternization rules.
Mm.
So clearly they went. There was a hotel on base. Clearly they were fucking on base. Like I've seen it a million times. But
Wow.
and this guy was a DUI. Like he didn't have any shoes on, no military ID, nothing. I
Oh
feel
wow.
bad because to be honest, like he probably got kicked out because of that.
Damn.
But I mean, shit, it's rampant. Like it's nuts. It's the people like the O3s too. He probably was in the military for like maybe 5 or 6 years, and he did
Mm-hmm.
some probably pretty crazy training just to get a little bit of pussy from somebody who's been in for probably 2 weeks.
Mm,
And yeah, it ruined probably his whole career. I wouldn't be surprised if he got kicked out.
Damn. I mean, when you're
yeah.
sitting in a chair for 12 hours, I mean, I doubt that's what he was doing, but like, I'd lose my fucking mind.
Yeah.
I mean, like because there's different types of MAs, which are Navy police. There's different
Right.
types like I did LE, I did the LE side, so I checked IDs, I patrolled just like basic security, base security, and so you
Hmm.
do see a lot of different shit. It's honestly pretty nuts. It's a lot of fun though.
Damn, so it wasn't boring at all.
Nah, honestly, I loved going to work. It was so fun. I love pulling people over. Like that probably sounds like a dickhead of me. It's like because I'm sure you've been pulled over by maybe police, and you
Mm-hmm.
sit there and
Yeah.
you're kind of like nervous and you're like, oh fuck,
Damn.
like oh shit, like oh, what did I do? This and
Trying
that.
to show my
And then
bulge.
and then once you're on the other side of it and you're pulling somebody over, it's nuts. And
Now
especially
you're like, look at my bulge, dude.
and it's,
Yeah.
it's honestly nuts. And like going code 3, lights and sirens, dude, there's no other adrenaline like it. Because there's been times right where I've been on the main base and I have to go to like an annexed base, like probably 4 or 5 miles away. And so say there's a 911 call over there and they need backup. You go through San Diego with like lights and sirens
Oh,
on,
that's
going
probably
through
wild.
traffic, dude. There's nothing else that'll come close to it. Coolest thing, it's the funnest shit that I've done. Just going like just 60 through traffic, just fucking hauling ass, lights and sirens. Oh god, so much fun.
You should try anal.
There it is. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But it's fun. I like it.
So when
Yeah.
you have the lights on, do like the people have to get out of the way?
You would
What?
think
Like,
What
it's one
the
of those
fuck?
things?
on
Yeah.
base,
Like
on base
that's what
they
you're
do,
supposed to do,
but
Bert.
in San Diego they're so used to
Yeah.
it. They're just like, yeah, go around. I'm not fucking moving. So
Fuck you.
yeah, so there's a lot of times they just do not give a fuck. They'll just sit there. They don't care.
Damn.
Well, the reason why I bring it up, and this is going back a few steps about these barrack bunnies, is I was talking to a lady, and I'm glad you attached a word to her because I think she definitely was a barracks bunny. I mean, she was talking to me about all these threesomes she's had with guys and girls and all of this shit, and I'm like, okay, now Dark's telling me what I should call you, so. I probably shouldn't put her name in my phone contact as that. I'm guessing it could be like an offensive term to the ones doing the bunnying, you know.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a military saying that they're basically just a homie hopper. It's pretty fucking gross, to be honest. But that's just
we call them whores where I'm from.
It's basically a nicer way of saying they're a whore.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, Burke's a Barrack Bunny too, so
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's a homie hopper. I'm gonna put you in my phone as the homie hopper, dude.
That's kind of a good one.
Yeah, I like that. Well, that's cool though. I'm glad you got a good experience out of it though, man. You hear all sorts of crazy stories from it, and glad it worked out for you as well. So before you hopped in the call, I asked you what was the most fucked up or weirdest movie you've ever seen. And the reason why is we have a section on our show called Booby Time. And because it sounds like movie time, we're fifth graders, as you can tell. So we'd like to have our guests come on and just tell us the wackiest, weirdest, effed up movie they've seen. So I feel like someone that's in the Navy, when they say something's fucked up, it's gotta be up there, I feel like. So were you able to come up with something?
Yeah, I mean, there was one that I watched really recently that, to be fair, I wouldn't say that I go after fucked up movies all that often.
Sure.
But one that I really enjoyed, that was decently fucked up. It's called All Quiet on the Western Front. Have you seen it?
Nope. I've heard of it. Haven't seen it.
It's a very, very good movie, but it's like it details about like a soldier's World War I experience. I mean, I won't give away too many details, but
Sure.
it just shows, like the life of one, like a kid basically, like 16, 17, getting pushed off into World War I. And then, he's seeing all of his friends die and people getting fucking chopped up with axes and shit.
Nice.
And then if you didn't know, Armistice Day, which is now Veterans Day, this is a real story, by the way. So Armistice Day, which is, like I said, now Veterans Day, in I believe it was 1917, or 1918, when they called like armistice, they called, all right, we're not going to fight anymore. We've given up, blah, 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 blah.
Sure.
They called out a specific time, which is 11/11, which you might have heard of that. So on that, at about 11 o'clock, both sides heard that they weren't going to be fighting anymore and that one has succeeded. And so France was super lax in their trenches. And meanwhile, Germany was like, we're going to fight up until 11/11. So one side had the mindset of, okay, we're done fighting. Let's smoke a cigarette. Let's put the guns down. And Germany ran over into their trenches and fucking murdered them all.
Sure.
And all the way up to 11/11, and then once 11/11 was called out, they went their separate ways.
Like time out.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Is that what happens in this movie? Is that why you brought that up?
Yeah, because it's just like it's detailing up to 11/11, which is, like I said, Veterans Day.
Okay.
Wow.
Gotcha. All right, so your movie is the All Quiet on the Western Front. Happy to see an actual legit movie. For this,
it's very good
for once. Yeah, oh my god, we've literally been suggested like snuff porn and things like that, so we're like I'm not talking about that. This guy's giving us a freaking Netflix original movie here, so nice to tone her down. So we'll check it out, Bert and I.
Yeah, it's good.
And then we will drop our the next episode, and we'll kind of drop our thoughts on what we thought of your movie and kind of see where it ranks compared to the other people. So.
I'm looking at the list. I mean, it's probably not as gruesome and crazy, but it's actually a very good movie, just with a lot of blood and gore.
I'm sure the gruesome part will be there. I don't know if the crazy part will be, but I can imagine a movie about World War I ain't going to be the most Blue's Clues,
Yeah. It's good, though. I think you'll like it.
Sure.
All right.
Got ya. Well, we will check it out for titty time, and
Yes.
Hell yeah.
we'll kind of go forward from there. So, kind of just tying everything all back together. What is your kind of career looking like? I know you want to kind of do this coding thing and things like that. Are you hoping something big comes out of this TikTok or Twitch thing? I mean, you already got something pretty nice. Are you hoping it turns into something more, or are you kind of just doing it as a hobby and just see what happens?
I think you kind of have to not do it as a hobby if you want it to work out, you know?
Uh,
But for now, I mean, I haven't had a job since the Navy, so it's paid my bills, you know?
mm-hmm.
But I really would like it to work out because I think that's like the easiest job, being a content creator. You're like playing fucking
Right.
games, you know what I mean? Making
Mm-hmm.
money.
It's a lot
That's
of fun.
that's the other thing is like you can't a lot of content creation comes off of like donations and things like that. And that's the thing that you can't really gauge is like one month I've made, like 5, 6, 7 grand, 10 grand. Another month I've
Mm-hmm.
made fucking pennies. So
Sure.
like you
Hmm.
just can't gauge the donations. And I think there's a certain shelf life to social media. There's like a very like
Yeah.
select few people that have actually made it last long. But then I
Seriously.
mean, imagine if you go into it and you do really, really well and this and that, and then in 10 years when it's just fucking dead, now you don't have any education. You're just fucked.
I see.
So I
Yeah.
my goal right now is to get a degree in something that I like and pursue a job while continuing social media, and hopefully it'll work out. But then, like I said, there's a good safety net just in case it goes tits up.
Hmm. I feel like a lot of really big content creators usually have some sort of a backup plan, or they're like, "Oh yeah, I went to college for so long, and then I just quit for YouTube or Twitch or whatever."
Yeah.
So it's definitely not a bad idea.
But there's just a shelf life with it all, and that's the thing is like I mean, especially in like cancel culture and shit like that. You could say one
Yeah.
thing, and then
Holy
it's like, oh,
fuck.
okay, well, like
Cool
imagine
and fucked.
that's the thing is like you could say one fucking word, and then all your platforms are fucking gone, and you're just sitting there with your thumbs in your fucking ass, like, oh well,
Yeah,
that's it, that's a fucking wrap. So you got to be very careful. So I think it's good to have a backup plan.
definitely.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, I mean that's kind of how we've been with it. I mean, our big thing is we just like to entertain people, right? Like that's it. I mean, if
Oh
we
yeah.
if we make some money on the side, if we
Run
get
into
some
some
bitches
luck.
here and there, yeah, I mean, so be it. So be it. But the thing is like we just want to make cool content. So but so does everybody else now too.
Yeah.
So,
And that's the thing, you got to treat it like kind of smartly because I mean, there's people that stream on Twitch consistently every day for years and they got less than like 500 followers.
mhm.
So you have to like kind of look at it from like a business tactical plan
Oh yeah.
and really kind of gauge out. And I think TikTok is like hands down the best platform to grow on. I mean, there's a lot of
Mhm.
nobodies that I mean, like Charlie D'Amelio. I mean, all these crazy, crazy amounts of. I mean, she's got what, like 150 million followers. She started on
Mhm.
TikTok, and they just do
Mhm.
fucking what? They just sit there and dance to a fucking song. And now they're fucking multimillionaires, and they branch out. That's what I would recommend: is start on TikTok, go fucking hard in the paint, and then branch out somewhere
Yeah.
else.
Just
Mhm.
show your fucking ass,
Hell yeah.
Do it all.
Go
Well,
hard in the
yeah,
fucking
but it
paint.
hasn't helped.
Right.
Now
But
I
Or
just
just
feel
jiggy
like a
with it on
dodo.
TikTok.
Yeah, yeah,
you gotta be
Hell yeah.
patient. It'll happen.
yeah.
The next era.
When you were a little boy, like, when you grew up, were you like, when I grow up, I want to make fucking stanky ass memes on TikTok?
No, dude. I really wanted to be a police officer, which is why I joined the military because I wanted to get good like experience before I did law enforcement. But now since I've
Okay.
done like a don't tone down version of it, I'm like, yeah,
Mhm.
fuck that, no thanks.
Yeah.
So I'd like to do like the more digital side of law enforcement. It pays more, it's better. I don't feel like just getting fucking waxed in my patrol car for some fucking nutless monkey. So yeah, no, I like the digital side of it more. But beyond that, because we started out on iFunny like most people did, because that was the
Yeah,
meme platform like a decade ago.
Hmm.
sure
And I
was.
was trying to post videos, so they didn't get anywhere. And then I just started posting on TikTok, and I just fucking
Barrack bunny.
it just exploded. You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
like even now, you don't even. You could probably post just. You could do the same thing. You could post just something dumb, relatable,
We're just
shitty
gonna steal
memes.
all your memes, dude.
There you go. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just take the memes, post them, and then you get hundred
Get some
thousand.
pussy.
Because I mean, I think that now that I think about it, dude, that was my original, I think, plan once I started taking off. Is I wanted to post enough to where I had a good following, and then transfer over to gaming and just like do a
Yeah.
whole like rebranding. So I mean, you could do that now. I'm not saying you should, but like you could just be like, all right, fuck Burnt Burger. Let's just start posting
Yeah.
shitty memes. Let's get to 1 million, and then we'll start. Then
Fuck
you'll just
Bert.
magically people will make up, or they'll wake up, and they'll be Burnt Burger now has 1 million followers. You know.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. It's just experiment, man. Experiment with all your shit, and you could be posting a bunch of memes. Nobody's honestly like you have to like dissect some of this shit. Nobody's like, oh
Like a
god,
rig.
DarkFiredGaming. Oh my goodness, he posts all these gaming videos. Look at this. I'm gonna give him a follow. They're like, oh, this meme was fucking hilarious. He could be posting, fucking how to ride a bicycle 99% of the time, but this one video is pretty funny, so I'm gonna follow him. So that's what you get. You'd be like, I'll just shit out a bunch of fucking memes, and then surprise, it's a podcast.
Yeah, it did make me happy to see that other people are kind of doing the same thing. Like, I think it was actually somebody else that's kind of in the military as well. Fuck, it might have been you. I hope not. But it was somebody that like was coloring in counties, and then I look on their TikTok, and it had nothing to do with it. It had absolutely dick to do with the county. So it was like that's the whole reason why we did it, was to grow the podcast, and it was cool to see it. But now everyone's seeing the counties thing, and they're like, yeah. So we might just have to do something new, which is both a blessing and a curse. Like, blessing because I don't have to fucking color in stupid counties that I just don't give two fucks about anymore. But also a curse because we were getting some love on it, and it was
Just
was helping us out.
experiment, bro. I mean, I'm like,
Yeah.
fucking open some eggs on live, open some eggs on live, and then be like, hey, we're releasing a fucking podcast tonight, blah blah. But no, I
there's
mean,
150 episodes. Yeah.
I think what you could honestly like something realistically that you could do is like try to be able to stream your games, and then just interview somebody while you're playing games. People fucking eat that shit up. I don't know why. But you just got the biggest thing, bro, is just experiment, because you just never know what the fuck will be. If you would have asked me, somebody's cracking a fucking egg on live with 70,000 fucking viewers, I'd be like, no fucking way. But here I am with my own fucking eyes, looking at somebody crack a goddamn egg with 70,000 viewers.
Yeah.
You gotta experiment. You just don't ever fucking know what's gonna do it.
So fucking dumb.
So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna steal some of your content.
Yeah, go for it, man. Why not?
And you keep saying like play some video games while
There you
you're
go.
interviewing somebody.
True.
So
There you
we'll
go.
take you playing video games, and then we'll put our audio over it.
Sure, why
Talking
not?
to you,
I don't care.
and check it out on TikTok and help us get to 300 views.
Hell yeah.
Little TikTok cocktail.
There you go.
Yeah,
A nice little mix of it
absolutely.
both.
And it's just this damn youth, like it's these damn youngins. Like you literally have to put a Shark Tank conversation between investors on talk, and then on the other half of the screen is some fucking monkey squeezing hand gel.
But that's the thing, is like the attention span for YouTube and Twitch is a lot different than the TikTok viewers. The TikTok viewers, you think of how fast you scroll off a video. That's what, you know what I mean? You got to really market that to like, okay, somebody's got attention span of like 0.7 seconds.
Yeah.
How can I grab them in with like on the 1 second that they're watching? That's how you get good views, man.
Strobe lights, everything.
Exactly.
Yeah, seriously. Like, you gotta
Please.
fucking make like all these meme noises going on in the background and everything, and
Exactly.
strobe lights for them to like look at 3 seconds worth of video. And we have a person in our family, our cousin that we hang out with a lot. That's the exact same way. Like, while we're playing Quiplash on Jackbox together, in between questions, he's going and just scrolling through TikTok for 5 seconds so he can just fucking get that stimulation. And it's like, holy shit, you're the reason why I have to watch a guy bake fudge while I'm trying to figure out how to fix my fucking TV. Seriously.
Fucking dumb.
Yeah, I mean it's nuts. I honestly don't. I don't get it myself, but that's just how it is. So I gotta play the fucking part.
Well, that's how it is
Yeah.
for us in the counties. Like, it's like, I don't get it. I would never in a million years spend my fucking money on getting my county colored in. I don't give a shit, but I know people do, so fine. Fuck it. Fuck it. Okay,
yeah,
I'm
they
gay.
do.
Is that what you wanted me to say? Okay. Fine. Give me your mom's fucking money. That's all I give a shit about now at this point.
Yep.
So, I can only imagine, like, we do well with money that we make on the live, to where we've been able to buy some cool stuff to make the podcast and the stream better. So I can only imagine, like, when you say it pays the bills. Like, if you have 2 million fucking followers, I mean,
Yeah, I mean
Do some quick math here.
it does pay, man. It does like it does. It honestly does. It's like that's the thing is. It's like if I was on YouTube pulling those numbers, I'd be a goddamn millionaire. I wouldn't fucking
Yeah.
do a goddamn thing.
Yeah.
On TikTok, it's roughly about
So
24.
watered down.
It's like 24,000 views is $1, I think, somewhere in there.
for the creator fund.
Yeah, so it's very tiny. You can honestly you can make a ton of money doing lives. You can make a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and that's kind of where we get it. We don't get it through literally anything else. So they dropped that sub feature on TikTok where you could sub to to people, and we got like 5 subs right away. I was like, this is cool. Now we're down to 1, and it's one of our moderators. So that was
Dude,
cool.
do some live battles, bro. Those live battles, fucking Christ! I
Yeah.
watched a lady do a live battle against some other guy. They were making probably $300-400 each just in 5 minutes. People are just like, oh, let me spend all my fucking stimulus check on this person so they could win this battle for 5 minutes, and then it's just irrelevant
allowance.
5 minutes later.
Exactly. That's how I feel too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
just
literally like people just cannot wait to spend their money on somebody doing a live battle. They cannot
As quick
wait.
as they are to flick to the next video.
And then they'll be like, oh, I just spent $200, and now let's do another live battle. And then that
yeah,
what was there
drop a
$200
galaxy
for?
and keep scrolling.
It's for nothing.
Yeah, no, and that's how it is. I get people that come back consistently wanting their counties colored in, and they're dropping money each time. They're like, let's go back to Jefferson County, please. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, this is my favorite part.
This is my favorite part.
Fuck.
Yeah, no, and it's just like, don't make me drop a galaxy on you. And I'm like, oh, you wouldn't.
You know, another thing that people do similar to that county thing is it's like kind of like a Where Am I? I think it's called Where Am I? And you Google it, right, and it drops you on some random Google map picture.
Oh, like that
And they try to
geoguessr
figure out where
thing?
they are, and they get other people in the chat. They get other people in the chat. Oh, where is this? Where is this? And I think you could honestly do that as well.
Yeah.
I see a lot of people do those to fucking great advantage.
You just act stupid, and then more people donate
Where is
to
this?
send the shit.
You could post it up outside of fucking a Walmart, and somebody be like, "Oh, that's the Walmart in Louisville, Kentucky. I know where
It's
that is."
in your fucking driveway. You're like, where are we?
Where are we?
What the fuck?
You
Literally
go to-
see you in through the window on this Where Am I fucking app.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, but there's tons of different things you could do, man.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to switch it up, though, because the county stuff ain't doing it anymore. It was always worth to go through the pain and suffering from it if we were getting followers. Like, again, the money was cool when we wanted to buy some things, but now it's irrelevant to us. But when I'm going on for an hour and I'm getting 13 new followers, I'm like, yup, that was a waste of my
dumb.
life. Yeah.
I'm telling you, dude, do that. Where am I? Shit, man. People eat that shit up. Every time I see that shit, they got thousands of fucking people.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Yeah, might have to start switching her up a bit because this is getting ridiculous. The Lord didn't put me on this planet to color in fucking counties, so
Yeah, that's fair.
I think the secret is just join the Navy. That's all I got out of
Run the
this
Navy. I mean,
conversation.
yeah.
Run it up.
I mean, that's what I do. I think that's the biggest thing that I've learned doing live streams on TikTok is like you got to really get their attention. So I find, like I say, Navy veteran, ask me anything. So it's kind of two things. It'll encourage somebody to comment and like stick around for a quarter of a second. And they'll be like, oh, like, where did you serve? Oh, what was your rate? Where did you go? And then you can answer it. So you have to be like very like you got to have a very interactive kind of thing. And then of course there's a lot of fucking pea brains that are like, oh, stolen valor, fuck this guy. He's tricking all of you, fake video. I'm like, all right, fuck you.
Mm-hmm. Want me to show my dick? Is that what you need to see?
These people go fucking nuts.
It's just a bunch of wow faces. Yeah. Speaking of that, where can people follow you? Though, Dark. Where shout your shit out.
I really just am on TikTok for the most part. DarkFiredGaming. That's it.
Heck yeah. Same name as your Twitch too, right?
Yep. Same as the Twitch.
Cool. Well, we will make sure to drop your links in the description.
Hell yeah.
So go check out our boy Dark. It was a pleasure to have you on, and it's always good when we can find someone that has the same sense of humor as B&B and they're not fucking pussies. It's good to have some combos with them. So thanks for coming on, buddy. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
And thank you, Bert, for coming on as well. Pretty sure Dark talked extremely more than you did this episode.
Hell yeah.
So, par for the course. But, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for checking out this episode of the B&B podcast. We're just trying to bring a little bit of the family element to the podcast world. And as you can tell in this episode, it's just comedy. Calm down. Chill.
Relax.
No, quit being a bird. So, thanks again, Dark, for coming on. We appreciate it, buddy. And thanks to everybody checking out this EP, this episode. We'll see you all in the next episode. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
See you next time.
Hell yeah. We had gloves on, so I peeled back because you stencil your name on everything. I recognized that this was poo almost immediately. I pushed back who it was, and it was Namache. And this dude, because he didn't wear underwear, he just shit in his underwear and threw it in with the laundry with everybody else's.
Same,
so
though. Scott does that.
It did a full wash cycle with shit, and it mixed with everybody's clothes. And my chief, she fucking ripped into him so hard. It was disgusting. I wanted to vomit.